take to get an op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
You know what, y'all? I just thought about this. All right? Urban coming in hot on this topic for real, all right? I just thought about this, okay? Trey, Rush. Y'all remember, I think it was almost about 3 or 4 months ago when I did this lunchtime conversation about Simone Biles, and we was talking about when Simone Biles had quit. If y'all haven't forgot, I got the receipt. So I'm going to pull that video up real quick. Then for now, we're going to jump into this lunchtime conversation topic, all right? So yeah, I got the receipt. We first pull this up real quick. Let me do this. Here it is right here. Here it is, y'all. This is the live I did. Remember this when we was all on the panel and we was talking about this? Y'all remember? It started off with me and Moneyboy talking about this, right? Then Rush got on the panel. Then Mad Militant, he had got on the panel as well too. And we was all talking about this, all right? So yeah, let's hear what we got to say about this. And this all gonna fit into what we're gonna talk about today about Miss Naomi here, all right? It's all gonna fit in. Trust me, it's gonna fit in. Trey said that's why women can't lead. Mark was so with it. And Rush was so with it as well too. But yeah, let me push play because we actually had a very interesting dialogue for real. We had a very interesting dialogue about this, all right? And we're gonna go from there.
Good question, Urban Therapist. When the Milwaukee Bucks were down 0-2 to the Phoenix Suns, what would the world have said if Antetokounmpo said, "I'm withdrawing from the NBA Finals because of mental health reasons. It's too much pressure on me down 0-2"?
So they'll call him a quitter.
Thank you.
Especially in the big game. Yeah, sure would.
And they came back and won 4 straight games in a row, and he became a champion.
Mm-hmm. They're like say, bear in mind, there'll be plenty of athletes where they competed even when they didn't feel like it and still won. I mean, one of the greatest victories that happened in NBA history was with Michael Jordan when he was playing when he had the flu.
Flu game. It's been other cats that played when they dads died, moms died, siblings
Mm-hmm.
died, and cut the fuck up with all the pressure in the world on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What up, Rush?
Salute, Mr. Urban Therapist. Salute to you, Money Boy Trey. You heard?
What's going on, Rush?
Chilling, man. Definitely feeling this subject matter needs to be discussed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's your take on it? You know what I mean?
My take on this was Shorty just quitting. You know what I mean? She a
I
fucking
don't be
loser.
drinking on this video
You know what I
and
mean?
drinking on this past video
Now,
too.
she ain't loser because she didn't lose. She quit. I can accept a loser. I can't accept a quitter. At least if you lost, you tried. You played the game.
For me to be politically correct, yes, she's a quitter. But that's equivalent of being a loser. You know what I mean? So, by her not following through with the Olympics joint, right? And her taking a back seat and quitting like that when there's a whole team relying on you, that shows that you're a very self-centered individual and you don't give a fuck about nobody else but yourself. Yeah.
And that's where the sociopath label comes in at. Like, agree with them or not, that's where it comes in at. You
I mean,
think
I wouldn't
you
say
that much better
sociopath.
than everybody. But I'm
I mean, I
saying
wouldn't go
though,
to that. I
But
wouldn't go
that's
to that.
still not the clear definition of a social
that's
path.
where that guy, when he went to that extreme, but her saying, I done been through all this practice with y'all. We all got the same weight on our shoulders, but I feel like my weight is bigger than y'all, so I'm just gonna quit. That is a sense of self entitlement, and I'm bigger than all of this shit. Fuck y'all.
But that's not the definition of a sociopath, though.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's not the definition
characteristic,
of sociopath.
but
No, it's not. That is not a character.
it,
That is not the character of a sociopath.
so sociopath has no characteristics of being self centered.
No, it
All
don't.
right,
No, it don't.
you
Now,
got me there.
if he had used the term being self-centered or being arrogant or any one of them other type of terms, then yeah, he'll be spot on with that. But a sociopath behavior, what he's talking about that she's not no sociopath. Yeah, she's not a sociopath at all.
I'm
No.
not finna use words with y'all. She's still a quitter.
Yeah, so we could stick to the quitting part. That's it. We could stick to that. But the other part, sociopath, nope, no sir. Even his well, when you was looking at the podcast, even his partner said, "Bro, she's not no sociopath." He even said it. His partner said
He came to pod, man. He was in the groove at that time.
it.
He like, she finna get this work.
But
that man was so mad
it
at her that
shows
he called her a sociopath. That's crazy.
what what this broad displayed was, poor character, no sense of integrity, self-centered, and most of all, the most thing that she represents, that she's definitely a piece of shit. You know?
And let me just say shout out to Suni Lee, the Asian American that took Simone's Bow's place and won the gold medal.
It did
And
that
she
thing.
revealed she had added pressure to win the gold after Simone Biles quit. And she still went through with it. She didn't quit and say, oh, well, it's too much pressure on me because she quit. I need to quit too.
All right, so I wanted to share this particular clip for a reason because State Gang, we actually had talked about this before, almost like about 4 or 5 months ago. But in this particular topic, we was talking about when Simone Biles had quit the big stage because of mental health issues. All right, so we was having a conversation about that. We was talking about that. All right, so I wanted to bring that up for this conversation as well too, because once again, we're dealing with another woman, Naomi, right? Tennis player. She was performing at the Indian Wells tournament. All right. Matter of fact, let me remove this and I'm gonna bring it up real quick so y'all can get a perspective about what I'm talking about. All right. But she was performing at the Indian Wells tournament. Okay, give me a second. All right, so she was performing at this tournament. Okay, and so during this tournament, there was a fan or a woman that was there heckling her. Basically, what the one woman said was, "Naomi, you suck." That's basically what she said. That words that woman said to Naomi triggered her in such a way where she couldn't perform in a tournament. It was so bad that Naomi ended up losing the whole set, losing all the set. She ended up losing in a big way. Yeah, she ended up losing that whole tournament because of that. So on this lunchtime conversation topic that we're gonna talk about again, we're gonna talk about this once again about women, and also women being allowing certain situations, whether it's words, whether it's either words or whether it's anything that someone is talking about, they allow these type of things to trigger them in such a way where it literally takes them out of character. Where it literally takes them out of character. Now, the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That saying is true to a certain extent, but also at the same time, it could be false. And the reason why it could be false is because it is. The reason why it could be false is because it is. The only way words will hurt you if you allow the words to hurt you. If you allow the words to come into your space and trigger you in such a way where it end up taking over you, and then it will hurt you. But that it have to be some type of level of self-control. It have to be some level of balance where you don't allow certain type of words to take you out of character. Because another thing too, even with this heckling part too, another thing too, the only reason why that woman did that was the sole purpose to get a triggering moment out of Naomi, which she succeeded in doing that. How many times have we experienced in our life where people would say triggering words purposely just to get a reaction out of you? How often do we experience that? And I mean, I have to be honest. I have to be honest about this. I really, really have to be honest with this. Through my experience, just through me living, it appears that women get more triggered off of words than men do. And I'm just being realistic about it, just being honest about it. It appears that women get more triggered than men do. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of our upbringing. I don't know if it's because throughout our life as being, boys, and we grow up to be men, that throughout our whole entire life we're used to that. We're used to people talking about. We're used to people talking down on us. We're used to being part of what is known as the dirty dozens, while homeboys be heckling us, talking down on us, and doing different things like that. And we be going back and forth. I don't know if that's the reason why, because throughout our upbringing we're used to that, and it doesn't bother us no more. And women don't experience that like men do. Or it could be another reason. But I know throughout my personal experience, that throughout my life, people people talk about me, people heckling me and everything throughout my whole entire life. People do that. Matter of fact, I'm a grown adult and people still do that. Still do it to this day. And I learned the reason why when people do that is because they trying to get a triggering moment. They're trying to get me so triggered where, we got them. Now we can say anything and control him. We can say any old crazy thing and control him and get him emotional, in other words. But it's different with a woman though. When that happens with a woman, once when they're triggered, man, they are triggered. They'll be holding on to one thing that you say, one word that you say for weeks, months. They will literally hate you off of one thing that you said. And all it was just based on an opinion. It doesn't mean that it's absolute facts. Just like with Naomi's situation, it doesn't mean that she sucks. That's an absolute fact that she sucks. It doesn't mean that, which we know at the end of the day, Naomi is very talented in what she do. She's very talented. But at the same time, I got to call it what it is. Even with her being talented, like her and a lot of women athletes, they become hypersensitive. Where it seems like they can't handle the pressures of whatever said sport that they're participating in. I just showed my live about Simone Biles, where she was saying she was having a quote unquote mental breakdown or mental illness, and me and State Gang was addressing that. If you want to see that live, go to my official Urban Therapist channel and search that video when we did that live. And this situation is no different. It's no different. Once again, a woman allowed somebody else to trigger her in such a way where she couldn't even finish the match, let alone win the match. She couldn't do it at all. She could not do it at all. So I'm gonna present this to y'all as well too. I'm gonna share this with y'all just to give y'all some clarification as well. Let me share this with y'all real quick. We're gonna go to Twitter, right? I'm going to share a Twitter post with y'all real quick, all right? And we're going to go to Twitter. We're going to hear what Naomi had to say about all this, okay? We're going to hear her response about this whole little crazy situation. Can y'all hear? But let me fix it real quick. Let me fix it. Give me a few seconds. Give me a few seconds. Because I want y'all to hear what she got to say about this too. But give me a few seconds. I have to adjust my audio real quick so y'all can hear it. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. Now I'm going to share the video with y'all. And I just want y'all to hear what she got to say about this briefly. And I honestly want to get y'all opinion about this, all right? I honestly want to get y'all opinion about what she's finna ready to say, all right? Just let me know what y'all think. Because I have a different perspective about this. All right, let's go, Naomi.
I just wanted to say thank you. Yeah, I feel like I've cried enough on camera, but I just wanted to say yeah. To be honest, I've gotten heckled before, like it didn't really bother me, but it's like heckled here. Like I've watched a video of Venus and Serena getting heckled here, and if you've never watched it, you should watch it. And I don't know why, but like it went into my head and it got replayed a lot. I'm trying not to cry, but I just wanted to say thank you and congratulations. Yeah, just thank you.
I can tell you that on behalf of everybody here that out of about 10,000 people, one person's voice can't weigh out 9,999 others. And we love you here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Naomi Osaka.
Now, notice what the announcer said. And what he said was, what he said was facts. Out of just one voice. So you mean to tell me that one voice, one person, one voice triggered you in such a way that it caused you to lose your whole entire match? One voice that caused you to lose your whole entire match. That furthermore, it was very interesting that that Naomi had brought up the fact that Venus and Serena Williams had experienced the same type of heckle in this tournament. It was very interesting, meaning that the reason why she was saying that is because she was trying to make a reference saying that the heckling that she was experiencing and Venus and Serena Williams was experiencing at this tournament was racially motivated. That was her justification, that it was racially motivated. Now, I didn't research this and kind of dig deeper into it. And so far, even with Venus and Serena Williams, when they had that tournament, I don't see how when people are heckling each other, it's racially motivated. I don't see. I just see fans doing what fans do. If it's someone that goes against who they like or a certain player that they like, then of course they're going to heckle them. NBA players go through this all the time. It be people who will literally pay floor seats just to heckle them. Case in point, Spike, y'all remember Spike Lee? Spike Lee would literally sit on the floor seat just so he could heckle the opposing team. That's what he do. He'll literally do that. Football teams, same thing. And their heckling is way worse than what Naomi experienced. Naomi just experienced one person. But at football games, it'd be the whole entire stadium be boo. The whole entire stadium. Just imagine that. Just imagine if these male athletes would let the fans get them so triggered and so emotionally charged where they can't even perform correctly. Where they can't even perform their job as being athletes correctly. Just imagine that. And all of them just say, you know what? I quit. I quit. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking too. I know what some of y'all are thinking too. I know what y'all thinking. I'm one step ahead of y'all because they don't call me the official urban therapist for nothing, all right? Some of y'all are thinking, right, since you're talking about football, what about Antonio Brown? What about when he ended up taking his jersey off and everything and he ran across the field? What about him? Was he not triggered? The only difference with that situation is that he wasn't triggered by people heckling him. He became triggered about the office, about the situation that was happening to him in the office. That's why he ended up doing what he did. It didn't have nothing to do with the fans or anything like that. But yet and still, I'm noticing this trend that it appears that this whole issue, even dealing with mental health, it really is focused really on who? Women and mental health in the sports. It's really focused on women. That's so far the trend that I'm saying it. And many of y'all who know me, y'all know that I stay neutral and I call things right down the middle. I call it right down the middle, unless it's something that I stand strongly against, that I call it exactly how the way I see it. But in this situation, I'm starting to see the trend. I'm starting to see the pattern that it's more women who are experiencing these mental breakdown in sports. Naomi experienced it. Simone experienced it. Different women. Then it's always justified. It's very justifiable for women. Yeah, they're having an emotional day and, it's justified. But there appears to be a double standard. It's justified for women to have a mental breakdown while performing their jobs and duties or whatever it is. It's justified for them. But however, for men, us as men, nah, you got to suck that thing up, bro. You got to suck it up. You got to be strong. If you ain't strong, then what you consider as being a beta male, being weak. I mean, and I'm being realistic about this. Am I being honest about this situation? Now, once again, I'm not saying that the stuff that Naomi or even Simone Biles is going through, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not even saying that it's wrong for them to feel how the way they feel. But I'm pointing out the behavior behind it. I'm pointing out that when it comes to situations that challenge a woman to be pressured, it appears that women cannot handle the pressure versus how men can handle the pressure. That's what it appears. And this is why many men say that women are not fit to lead. Not because they're, they're incapable of fully leading, but when it comes down to the root of it, dealing with the pressure, dealing with when it makes you uncomfortable to lead, that's where a lot of men start questioning it. Because once when that pressure hit, instead of having a sound judgment and emotions, it's emotions first, then judgment later. It's emotions first, then judgment later. But on the other hand, with men, it's we have a sound judgment first. Then in our private moments, that's when we start dealing with the emotion part of us. That's when we start, in a private setting, we start venting out our emotions about, wherever it is. But when it comes down to it, we would choose the sound judgment over our emotion because we see what is going to be the most beneficial in the situation. So just like I did my live the other day, kind of pointing this situation about women being leaders. This is one of the main reasons why men feel the way that we do. And this is the reason why men believe in what we say. Because when it comes down to it, if women be in a space where they're being challenged, they're being pressured, they will fold every single time. They will fold. They'll find any little thing to trigger them. And it's simple as words. Simple thing as words. Words. And they'll be triggered about that. Then what's worse about it is, just like I pointed out, what's worse about it is that knowing that they be triggered about it, they will stay in that space until they feel like their emotional state has been satisfied. They will stay in that space. Some will stay in that space for a lifetime. They will stay in that space for a lifetime. And to top it off, they'll go back and redirect it to you over and over again. Don't let it be something that you either said or did to them to create what is known as emotional distress. They will bring that back up to you time and time again. And I know men, y'all know what I'm talking about. So you could be chilling and having a nice conversation with your woman, right? Y'all chilling and eating. You talking to you explain to her about things that have happened to you today. There, next day you know, she end up saying something that you said to her about 5 months ago, and bring it back up. Then you look at her like, why did you mention that? Cause I'm triggered about it. Cause I thought about it again. I'm triggered about it, and I haven't had no resolve about that. I have not had a resolve about that. Then on top of that, she want you to be held accountable for her resolve or her feelings. She want you to be held accountable for that instead of holding her own self accountable for not taking the proper steps to go through what she need to go through to heal, to get over it, to move on. So I'm asking y'all, even the ladies who are watching right now, so I'm asking y'all, this as a man and also as your brother, what is it that y'all are expecting for us as men to do when y'all are in that emotional state? What's the expectation? Do you want us to constantly agree with how the way you're feeling, even though you know we don't agree with it? Do you want us to be truthful to you? Or do you want us to lie to pander how the way you're feeling? Do you want us to be yes men? What is it? What is it that you're seeking? What type of validation are you seeking? So I'm asking this question because I know right now men are watching right now, and some men, even though that they're strong, alpha males, different things like that. Some men is having these thoughts and stuff, but it's hard for them to express it or even able to articulate it to y'all because they don't want to seem like he's being a jerk or he's being insensitive about your feelings and your needs and your emotional state of being. So the best way he could do this, be silent and only use certain moments to say what he got to say. You just let it go from there. But I'm just asking y'all, ladies. I'm asking y'all. Here's another one of your sisters, Naomi, right? She allowed her emotions to get the better of her, and she ended up losing the tournament, which I'm pretty sure that she's getting paid for what she do. So not only she allow one person, who was a woman, by the way, trigger her in such a way where now that she lost the tournament and the trophy, but she also lost money too. And how often that happens where women get so triggered where they also end up causing money to be lost. Then the excuse behind it, oh, well, you shouldn't have made me feel how the way I felt. That would literally take money away. And that could go so deep. But I know the men, y'all feeling what I'm saying. And like today, this is not no another one urban bashing women and anything like that. No, trust me, it is not. But what I'm doing is that I'm pointing out the behavior. I'm pointing out the issues that men deal with on the everyday basis, dealing with women on the everyday basis. And these are simple issues, simple stuff that we deal with on an everyday basis, that we need answers, and we need resolution as well. So we know so we could continue to effectively lead you how the way we need to be, how the way y'all need us to lead you. But we can't do it when there's clash every single time. We can't do it where there's a simple disagreement, but that simple little thing triggered down to something huge. And then we trying to figure it out and you making it worse and worse and worse because you don't want to let it go. You don't want to do the process of allowing yourself to heal. You're not allowing yourself to understand. So yeah, I'm just being realistic with y'all. I'm just speaking as a man, speaking for many men who feel this way, that we just need answers. Because at the end of the day, women, at the end of the day, even though there are certain groups that are out there like the manosphere, the red pill, and I was talking about the MeToo and stuff on a couple of lives ago, whatever. Even though these different groups is out there, at the end of the day, one thing that I have also noticed within all these groups is that at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, men really do want to exist with women. Men really do. But they just don't want to put up with the bull crap behind it. They don't want to put up with the unnecessary stress behind it. That's where it boils down to. And I'm not talking about some of these dudes that women choose and you know that these dudes is not in their place. I'm not talking about that. Which even as men have addressed that. Timeless times over and over and over again. We agree with that. We agree that there's some dudes that are not in their place. And there are men out there who are doing things to try to rectify this situation, which, having mentor programs and all sorts of things. Holding some of these dudes accountable for the actions that they do. Everything. Doing all kind of stuff. But if we're doing that for our fellow brothers, what are you doing for each other as sisters? Are you holding your sisters accountable for y'all personal emotions that y'all have? Are you holding them accountable? Are you holding that mirror in their face and telling them, like, sis, you tripping? You need to kind of tone that emotion down, sis. I know you're a woman, but you kind of need to tone it down because it's not that serious. Or is it all y'all having a kumbaya moment where y'all all hugging it out and agreeing to the behavior? I agree, girl. Yeah, all these men ain't nothing. All these men's ain't nothing. So y'all let me know. Furthermore, let me know. Let Urban know. Let Urban know what are you doing as women to fix the situation. Let Urban know as women, what are you doing not only to help fix the situation, what steps are you taking so when these situations arise, you're allowing yourself to be held accountable for the decisions that you make based on your emotions alone. Just let Urban know. So we could come up with a reasonable and sound solution to help all of us. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we all have been put on this planet for a reason. We all been put on this planet for a purpose. And that's for us to cohabitate with each other and to continue the procreation process. That's it. That's to share that experience with each other. But we got to get it together. We really do. We got to get it together. We got to. Because not only that, but I want generations depend on us to get it together. Because if not, then this thing going to continue to keep going on and on and on. Daughters going to have resemble the same behavior, and they're going to become older, and they're going to be treating these men the same exact way. Being emotionally triggered for something that is not that serious. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this lunchtime conversation topic, all right? Y'all continue to fight fate with faith, and I will see y'all one later on today because I got another one interesting topic. And it seemed like this week I've really been dealing with women in emotional behavior this week. So I have another one topic tonight that we're going to talk about, and it's going to deal with women in relationships, all right? And their relationship with men, all right? So y'all stay tuned for that. I will be airing that later on tonight. So y'all tune into that, okay? So y'all continue to fight fate with faith, and I will see y'all again. Peace out, and y'all have a great remainder of your day.
I don't care how long it take to get an op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.